I ask myself, what is wrong with my life? All I see are streets of gray and white. My tension's high, my anxiety's real, 'cause all my time's spent behind the wheel. I'm driving down the fucking road while my sanity erodes. I'm driving down the fucking road and it's fucking boring. Yeah.
Right, mate.
Really fucking boring.
Yeah. Right.
Dookie.
Yes, hello, and welcome to another episode of Driving Down the Fucking Road.
Hello there.
So, we were talking about, the, video games we play and how much they've changed over the years, because, you know, technology's come a long way, and, well, the shift is kind of, the focus has shifted from mere gameplay to graphics mostly, and then online bullshit. So I think for somebody like me, it's kind of weird, because, you know, I remember sitting on my butt in front of a great big television, playing on an Atari 2600 with the really crappy graphics, but I still loved it because it was fun. You know, the games were about gameplay back then. Now you look at some of the games now, I mean, they're not all bad, but graphics are emphasized more than anything else. And then, of course, when you get into online stuff, you got people barking obscenities at each other and putting everybody else down, and, you know, people's characters killing other people's characters just because they can. So, yeah, it's not quite the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, well, is that all you gotta say?
No.
Well, then say something.
Have you seen this, PC game, Skyrim?
Yeah, I've seen Skyrim.
I have no interest for Skyrim, personally. But, you know, they're recreating the retro games on MAME, you know?
They're not recreating them, they're using the actual ROMs. No, you want to see a recreation, look at that new Genesis Classics that's coming out for the Xbox and the PS4. Now that's pretty cool.
Oh!
They got stuff like Golden Axe and Streets of Rage, or Streets of Rage. Actually, I don't know what Streets of Rage it is, I just know it's on there.
Holy crap, I love to play Streets of Rage!
So, yeah. So that there's something to be said for, you know, retro games, because, you know, people still like them.
Well, yeah, that is true.
But, I look at stuff like, World of Warcraft, and how people just kind of, drop everything for it, and I'm sitting here like, you know, even at my most obsessive, I never played games to such an extent that I neglected, basic necessities like food and sleep.
Oh, God.
You know, I remember one time, I don't remember the exact details of it now, but there was a conversation where somebody was like, yeah, anybody who doesn't drop World of Warcraft for relations with their spouse is out of their mind.
What?
And somebody else was like, you know, there are people who don't just play World of Warcraft and nothing else. They don't drop everything for World of Warcraft. And I was like, didn't say everything. I said relations.
Yeah, people need to learn to listen.
Nah, they're not going to listen. They're reactionary and they're stupid.
That is true.
But I get how it can be fun to do network play because, human controlled opponents tend to be less predictable, well, sometimes, than computer controlled opponents. But at the same time, it's like you're sitting here listening to these goofballs who are calling each other all kinds of names and just talking smack. And some of them sound like they just came out of the womb.
Ugh.
It's like... it's like, listen to this. I'm getting cursed out by a 4-year-old. Why did your mother let you out of these games anyway? Where is your mother?
Yeah, like...
She's probably high. She's probably out getting drunk.
Probably fucking other men.
Probably.
Ugh.
Yeah, I can just see that.
Yeah.
Here, little Johnny. You sit in front of this game and go kill people, okay? Mommy's gonna go be a whore.
Oh, I can understand that.
So, yeah.
Oh, speaking of all consoles, what about the handhelds?
What about them?
What about the Game Boy Color?
Well, it was cool back in the day. I mean, it wasn't the Game Gear, but, it was cool. I mean, the main problem with the Game Gear was that thing was heavy.
Oh.
And, you're sitting there, I mean, you got a good color screen, decent controls and all that.
Yeah.
But, it was flipping heavy. And its batteries didn't last too long.
Did you have to change them?
Yeah?
Oh, God.
Now, see, the Game Boy, and I'm talking about the original one here, it has a dot matrix screen, real hard to look at, real blurry when you're moving fairly fast.
Oh.
Like I'm sitting there playing Super Mario, whatever the fuck it was. It was the first time Mario went to rescue Daisy instead of Peach because reasons. And, every time I made him run, it was, like, really blurry. And I'm like, okay, I'm just going to keep on running through the wind here and I got killed! So,
Wow.
But with Game Boy Color, the main problem with Game Boy Color was it had only 4 colors. And that was alright, but it wasn't the Game Gear.
So the colors were red, yellow, green, and blue.
I think, well, I'm not sure actually. I don't remember what they were. It's been a long time for me.
Oh, wow.
I don't exactly play the Game Boy anymore.
Yeah. And after the Game Boy Colors, the Game Boy Advanced.
Well, see, yeah, that was better. But the main problem with that one is it wasn't backlit. So you could hardly see the screen. You needed a really good light source, and then you had to sit where the light wasn't reflected off the screen so you could actually see what you were doing.
Oh, yeah.
So that didn't last too long for me because it was a real eye strain. Yeah, I would look up and I was like, oh, everything's grown fur. It's so cuddly. Oh, wait, my eyes can't focus. Ah!
Oh.
So, yeah, I kind of gave up on handhelds. I mean, I play the PSP every once in a great long while. As in, every 5 years or so. But, no, mostly I like to have a bigger screen so I can actually see stuff.
Well, yeah.
I like to be able to look at it and go, okay, I know exactly what I'm doing. Okay, here comes an enemy. Poof, you're dead. Oh, here comes another one. Poof, you're dead. Oh, here comes one more. Poof, you're dead. Oops, I think that guy was supposed to help me. Oh, well, he's dead. Who cares?
Exactly. Oh, okay, so, I'm going to talk to you about the DSi.
Alright.
The DSi is far better than the DS Lite, in my opinion.
Okay, why?
Because you get to do more stuff on there.
Like what?
You get to take pictures, you get to, edit the pictures that you've taken, and you would look like shit, and then you'll look even worse.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing like ruining some pictures. Used to be you could do that just by opening up your film camera after you took them. Oh, look, explosion to sunlight. Ah, bright light, bright light. I'm melting. What a world, what a world. There was a fighting force of extraordinary magnitude.
And then you get to record sounds and alter them.
Oh, okay. Hey, here's a sound you can record.
Or this one.
Yeah, that one. I hope you feel better after that.
Oh,
Oh, God! Oh, the smell! Oh, what did you eat? Oh, help! Help! I'm dying! Help! Oh, God!
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, thanks a lot, you bunghole.
At least Dookie's not in here.
Don't get me started.
So what was Dookie like?
Huh?
Dookie!
He's an asshole.
Probably a major idiot, just keeps on going Dookie, 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 Dookie.
Yeah?
I like Patrick, he's cool.
Yeah, Patrick's a good friend.
Yeah, I wonder what he's doing right now.
He's working.
Oh, I feel bad for him.
Well, it's how you make money, you know.
Well, yeah, that is true. Oh, and another thing you can do on the DSi, you get to make animations on Flipnote Studio.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I mean, I made a few on here over the years, but some of them are shit.
So, do you actually play games on this thing?
Yes.
Okay, because it was starting to sound like you didn't.
Oh, what came along on my DSi was Brain Age. They're educational games.
Yawn. Educational games. Who needs that garbage?
Actually, a lot of people.
No, they need a real education.
Oh, yeah, that is true.
A game isn't going to provide that.
No.
The game is going to teach you how to count. Now, here's 1 apple. Here's 2 apples. Here's 3 apples. Oh, here comes Potbelly the pig. Potbelly the pig just ate 2 apples. How many do you have left? I have 1 apple and a ham hock sandwich.
Yeah.
I have a pork roast. Yeah. I'm gonna carve him up and have some pork butt.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah. One of the DS games I actually liked playing was Sonic Colors.
Oh yeah. See, Sonic, that's another one that's kind of changed over the ages, because when Sonic first came around, Nintendo was king. The NES was the #1 system. The Game Boy was the #1 handheld system.
Oh yeah.
So Nintendo was #1. So they were trying to find ways to get more people to buy a Genesis. So they were like, we need a new mascot, because let's face it, Alex Kidd sucks. And yes, people, go as slow as possible. Thank you.
Speed the fuck up, idiots.
But anyway, so they came out with Sonic, and there wasn't anything quite like it at the time, so it was really awesome.
Oh.
And thanks to that and Sonic the Hedgehog 2, the Genesis was the #1 console for a while.
Yeah.
And, those early Sonic games were a lot of fun. But, ever since Sonic moved to 3D, just something hasn't been right about it.
Yeah, not really.
And, Sonic Colors is kind of a throwback to that, I guess, because, some of it is, sideways platforming, whatever. But then you got, all of those, what are they called, wisps?
Yes.
And then,
They give them additional powers,
yeah, the additional powers thing, I mean, come on. what happened to the days of simple strategic gameplay with just a spin dash and spin dash? You know, because now Sonic has like the homing attack and the super duper spin dash and like wisp powers and this and that and the other. And why doesn't he just have a flippin' cape?
Exactly.
He could be like Sonic the Destroyer. I wouldn't say Supersonic, but there's already a Supersonic. And he's just the color of urine. That's all. He doesn't even have a cape.
Who would like a pea-colored Sonic?
Well, apparently a lot of people, because Supersonic's really popular.
Well, yeah, that is true.
And then you got a cast of characters so big, you can't even cram them all into one game.
There's Tails, Knuckles, Big, Gamma, Chow,
Amy,
yeah,
Cream,
Charmy,
Styx,
Espio,
Vector, Mighty,
yeah,
Ray.
Ray.
And when was the last time you saw Ray?
On this Japanese arcade game.
Yeah, have you seen him since then?
No.
No. And what do? They go and create a flippin' bee. Like, here we go. A bee is more appealing than a squirrel. Nobody likes squirrels.
Oh, including Chip. Don't forget Chip.
I will forget Chip anytime I like, thank you very much. Fuck Chip.
Yeah,
I mean, if we could just go back to the days of simpler stuff, I guess that's my real complaint, is there's just too much garbage. You know, they emphasize graphics too much. Gameplay is usually either way too complicated or almost like an afterthought, really. It just kind of, I don't know, it's just not the same.
Yeah, it's not.
I mean, yeah, I get that makes me sound like an old fart, but guess what? I am an old fart. So, yeah. Anyway.
I'm speechless at that.
Oh, good.
Oh, yes! And don't forget your least favorite game creator, Game Freak.
Game Freak?
They created Pokemon.
Oh, yeah. I get that Pokemon's popular. I get it. And I think I get why. But, it was just never my thing, you know? It just didn't appeal to me. I mean, I know a lot of people are like, how could you not like Pokemon?
Especially Pikachu. Pikachu's their main mascot. I mean, like, Pikachu this, Pikachu that. They even created Pikachu Valley on Ultra Moon.
Yes, I know. But, it's just not my thing. I mean, if other people like it, that's fine, but it's just not my thing.
Well,
give me old school Sonic the Hedgehog or, pretty much any Genesis game besides Shaq Fu, and I'll be good. Or, you know, pretty much any Super Nintendo game besides boxing.
Yeah.
God, that was so boring. That was boring.
I mean, well, I've been told by several people that, on Pokemon, nice one.
Thanks.
That on Pokemon, in Japan, they got a lot more than here.
Well, of course they do.
I mean,
they got Pokemon, they got Digimon, they got What's Up Mon, they got all kinds of whatever. Because, you know,
don't get me started on Digimon, I hate that.
Yeah, well, you know, you got Yu-Gi-Oh!
I don't really play that one.
Yu-Gi-P, Yu-Gi-Q, all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, thanks a lot, slow asshole, you made me miss the light. Alright, well, just forget it. Anyway, we're gonna let you all go now. We'll see you next time on Driving Down the Fucking Road. And, with no Pokemon. Or Digimon.
And don't forget Yokai Watch.
I'll forget Yokai Watch anytime I like. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Alright. Alright, say goodbye.
Goodbye, people.
Yeah. And we'll see you next time. Bye.